What's up, guys? Just wanted to drop in, show you guys how I've been living outside of New York. This is Bangkok, Thailand, guys. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. It's been very kind to me thus far. A lot of people have been emailing me and sending me message on my Facebook and email, Facebook, YouTube, all that about everything that's been going on, man. It's been crazy out in New York how they've been treating the auditors. Long Island audit got that big win, that big win in terms of going into the precinct. The family, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's a movie. Get the popcorn. Barbara Rogers, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing all right. I mean, it's morning over there, right? About 12 in the afternoon. How you guys doing? Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know, I'll be honest, guys, being over here, which this isn't my first time here, but it's like it just feels like it's getting harder to be like a true red-blooded American, you know what I mean? You wake up every day, you go to work, you bust your behind, only to deal with a crazy amount of taxes. If you live in New York like myself, they literally got migrant hotels everywhere. So like migrants are staying in 5-star hotels. And like I tell people before, my mother was an immigrant. Tommy V, what's up, my guy? Yeah, bro. It's a movie, brother. I'm not gonna lie. I've been wanting to go live. I've been wanting to show you guys around. But the girl I'm talking to, she doesn't really like the internet and all that. I don't want to say she's a big deal around here, but she's well known, so she really doesn't. She's not into the internet. But we probably will go live a couple times together before I leave. Kap Kun Kai, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Now this is Soy 11, Tommy V. If you ever been to Bangkok, Soy 11 is kind of like the upscale Little Manhattan area. It's a Wednesday. So it's not that crazy tonight, but you can see people scampering around down there. I was telling people that Newyorknynyc UK have some of those hotels. They do. Yeah, man, I saw that video. That's what I'm saying. Like, people have been sending me the messages and like the video clips. Eli, Long Island audit, and it just seems like the cops are getting a little bit more aggressive. Like, especially with that ruling, like I'm noticing they're a little bit more aggressive than usual. You know. Yeah, bro. I went to that rooftop the other night. Rooftop over there, beautiful, gorgeous. They got another one over there. It's real nice. Yes, they do in order to film. Yeah, they're getting a lot more aggressive, and it's crazy because like I'm seeing all this from another country, and it's just like, do you even want to go back to where you're from when like that's how they're treating us? Like, we're going to work every day, busting our behinds, paying taxes to be treated like second-class citizens. Again, my mother, she's an immigrant. I have no problem with immigration and people coming into the country the right way, but like when I come into Thailand, like there's certain procedures I gotta follow. Like I can't just cross the border illegally and get a hotel, or you know, everybody would do it. Imagine you wanted to take a trip to Cancun and it's just like, all right, If I go into Cancun illegally, gonna give me a bus ticket to wherever I want to go, and put me in a 5-star hotel. It lacks all common sense, and when I look at it, it's just like, what's going on? Like, what's their plan? Doesn't seem like whatever they're planning includes us. Maybe they feel like American citizens have gotten too comfortable, right? Like, we don't like working at McDonald's, we don't like working at Starbucks. I think they're bringing in all these people to work those type of jobs, but that's not what those people want to do either. And then you get them real comfortable where you're giving them welfare, you're putting them in hotels. Who wants to work after that? And I'm noticing the migrants who do work, they actually they prefer to be like Uber drivers or Uber Eats. They prefer to do like Uber Eats and things like that. So it's like, do we really need more Uber Eats drivers or more DoorDash drivers? Again, nothing wrong with coming into America, but my mom, she did it the right way. Met my dad. The rest is history. But there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do things. Oh. But yeah, guys, what I've been seeing with Brooklyn on it, how the cops did him, I think everybody should be on high alert because he's one of the. Hey, what's up? How are you doing, David? Boston Strong, man. Appreciate you for dropping in. I always see you around the circuit. Hope they're treating you good up there in Boston. Patriots ain't doing good this season, but I'm actually a Red Sox fan, even though I'm from New York. So hopefully they get that ship corrected. Yeah, man. Free room and board. What incentive do you have to work at that point? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I don't know if I can switch. Can I do that? Start poll. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't share my screen once I didn't share it. But yeah, guys, did you guys see what happened with Mayor Adams? FBI caught him doing some funny business. We'll do it this way since they don't want to let me share my screen. Some guy went berserk on Mayor Adams. Yeah, that's how it works, right? The FBI doesn't miss. Once that they saw, isn't that what they said? They got like a 97% conviction rate. Once the FBI is on your case, you're pretty much done. The auditors are finding these hotels we didn't even know about exactly that. That's the funny thing. Eli's been finding a bunch of them. Just a matter of walking around the city, and it's crazy because Eli, from what I gather, good dude from DR, got a lot of boys from the Heights, Washington Heights. Shout out to Dominican Republic. But yeah, I really respect him for what he's been doing. He's been keeping it honest. Like he's been saying, like, yo, you guys in America. You know, I speak Spanish too. You don't gotta disrespect me. And that's the funny thing. Like, if you notice, the migrants are coming over here. And I'm not gonna lie. If you go to Colombia, I've lived in Colombia, I've lived in DR. That's their attitude. It's like you're not allowed to record. You're not really allowed to record people. I don't know that it's illegal, but like the gangsters over there, they'll hurt you. They'll do something to you. I don't know if you guys heard about a couple years in Puerto Rico. Two guys went and they were like recording. They were on vacation in Puerto Rico, which Puerto Rico is a United States territory, but they're kind of not held to the same standard like as we are in the states. So yeah, they wound up beating a guy to death and burning his body on vacation for recording. So these, I don't like to say these, like, you're letting people in and you're not even screening them properly. You're not telling them like to be a United States citizen. I think my mom had to like read about the United States history, prove she had like a good understanding, able to speak English, write in English, and understand English. Reading and comprehension. So like you just bring people in, you let them literally walk across the border, and there's no education process. They don't have an understanding of the law, the Constitution. They don't understand those things, and it's sad because a guy like Eli, who I'm assuming he did it the right way, whether it was his mother, his father, they brought him over here. He's doing a thing, he's contributing to society. He comes out and he has to deal with getting his rights violated, having the cops back people who are already getting like a free meal ticket. Damn, where was that video? Where was that video? Right, like us going to Canada. Most Americans wouldn't pass the U.S. citizen test. Unfortunately, it's not easy. Hawkfit, I hear you, bro. They could pass the Instagram test, but yeah, I mean, I agree with you. You're not wrong about that. Like, they could pass the Instagram test, not the U.S. citizen stuff. I'll never forget. I was a kid. I was a kid, like maybe like 16 years old, and I didn't have, in New York, they give you a student Metro card that you could use to take public transportation. You could use it like 3 times, but it stops working at 11. I guess they assume you're supposed to be in your house by 11 if you're a student. Long story short, it was like 11:02, 11:05. My Metro card wasn't working, so I saw some cops in the station. So I told the cop, "Listen, I got my student card. It's not letting me on." The cop says to me, "Who was the 31st president of the United States?" He's like, "If you tell me who was the 31st president of the United States, I'll let you on." I had no idea who. I still don't remember who the 31st president of the United States was. Damn, I cannot find these videos. Should have saved them. Maybe I did save them. Didn't save it. You guys see this video?
Turn on the television, and there's not a whole lot
This is our
about
president.
boy saves dog as he swims in the lake, to say, it's about, somebody pushed the dog in the lake. I mean, I get it, but turn on the television, and there's not a whole lot about boy saves dog as he swims in the lake, to say, it's about, somebody pushed the dog in the lake. I mean, I, get it, but turn on the television, and there's not a whole lot about boy saves dog as he swims in the lake, to say, it's about, somebody pushed the dog in the lake. I mean, I get it, but.
what's, what's going on, guys? Is there one? Right, have a Google. I'd have to Google that. Yeah, what's up, Sean, bro? How you doing? Hope you doing all right. Yeah, man. I'm trying to look for this video. There was a guy who went ballistic on Mayor Adams. Hey, Corvette girl, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in. The 31st president of the United States. So, basically, I sort of I had the Metro card. It doesn't work after like 11 o'clock or something like that. So I told the cop, hey, like, I showed him my card. I said, my card's not working. You think you can let me on? He's like, tell me who the 31st president was. Why would I know that? Like, why would that be important to me? You know what I mean? The 30 for, like, he said the most random number, too. I am not going to find this. But yeah, I encourage everybody, like I was showing everybody before. Here at my girl's place in Thailand, and like with the way America's going, guys, everybody needs a side hustle. Everybody needs their own little business. As you saw with when the lockdowns happened, they could shut you out of work at any time. Like I've always had like a little thing on the side. And like you see, even in New York, they stopped our ability to do Airbnb. I do Airbnb in Mexico, here in Thailand, where I'm at now, in the Philippines. Guys, get yourself a little side hustle. Because like if you got, they got a saying, when you have one job, you're one step away from being broke. Like you're one step away from being unemployed. You know, you got somebody to tell you when to come to work, when you can take your break, when you can go on vacation with your loved one. Like, I encourage everybody, be a little bit more independent. They tell you that having a job creates independency, but it's not true. Have your own little business. It doesn't have to be something big or huge. Look at this country. You could get one of these condos for $30,000, 30,000 bucks. You could get a one that's been used already for like 20 grand, guys. It's a beautiful country, beautiful place. Crime is very minimal. The only thing you really got to worry about is like pickpockets, and the cops are kind of corrupt here, but they don't really mess with foreigners, you know? They know they actually they respect the U.S. passport more than the U.S. does. It's like they don't even want the problem of hassling an American or somebody from England. They don't bust your chops. Yeah, I respect that, Corvette girl. You don't understand. You don't understand at all. I respect that to the fullest. Like, there's having a job. But there's nothing wrong in life with having a job. Then there's having a career, which is a little bit, it's a little bit above having or just a regular 9-to-5 job. And then there's being self-employed, and like, I find it more fulfilling. You know what I mean? I find it more fulfilling to know I did something myself. Like when I look at my check, or not my check, my earnings, and I transfer my PayPal to my bank account and it comes from me, it feels beautiful, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. It's right now, what time is it? It's 12:40 at night here. And yeah, this is like the Manhattan, Soy 11, the Manhattan of Bangkok. There's more foreigners down there. There's more people from England, the UK, Australia, Canada than there are Thai people. So it's not like you're out here all alone. You're gonna be homesick now. But yeah, guys, stack your money up because like the American dollar, it's sinking. I used to get for. I was looking today. I was confused as hell. It used to be that 4 million Thai baht would get you 28,000 American dollars. I looked at it today, and this is in a span. I first came here, I think, like 7 or 8 years ago. So just think about this, guys. 8 years ago, when I came here, $28,000. No, 4 million Thai baht, which is their version of money, would get you $28,000. So you could get a condo in this area for like 28,000. 4 million Thai baht. Nowadays, if you go on Google and you look, and it's funny because if you go to Google conversion, you could go back years and look at how much the U.S. dollar was worth in countries. Now, $28,000. I mean, no, 4 million Thai baht is $121,000. So think about that jump. That's like 28,000 to 121,000. That's like what? 5 times the amount that originally was. You're getting 5 times less money than you would have 7 years or 8 years ago. It's real sad, guys. I'm self-employed as well. My work is getting more and more robotic, which is good for the business owner, not good for the working guy. I buy tools and replace men out of necessity. Now I hear what you're saying, bro. It's like as a small business. And that's what I don't get. Like you take these migrants, which are good people. My mother's a good person. She came here as an immigrant. But you give them all these incentives to come here. Look at that bat. Jesus Christ. You give them all these incentives to come here. How about taking that money, our tax dollars, investing in the small businesses? You know what I mean? You're a small business owner. Instead of having to cut your employees, incentivize people. If you have over 5 employees, you get a tax break or you're entitled to a grant. You know what I mean? But they actually, look what they did in New York. If you guys have the chance, you look up Airbnb in New York. They completely destroyed it. That was people's literal livelihood. Now they're out of a job and they're out of a place to live. But yeah, I've been seeing everything that's going on, guys. Brooklyn order, Eli. Cops aren't messing around. They're trying to take back the enormous amount of power that they have already, the little bit that they have to give up with the First Amendment. They're not liking it. How often did you have to travel there when you got your first place? Now you got your girl and stuff, but say for renovations or emergencies. When I first came here, man, I didn't have the money to do this. But I saw the idea, I saw the vision of, put it like this, here, people work for $9 a day, right? I believe minimum wage here is 300 baht. Yeah, it's like $12 a day. So minimum wage here is $12 a day. But don't think of it in a bad way because the price of living here is so cheap. So like when you see on the news and they tell you somebody's working at a factory and they're only getting $15 a day. Well, here the cost of living is like $3. The cost of living. You could get a hotel. I mean, not a hotel. Well, you could get a hotel here for like $300 a month. Get a nice, lavish, 4-star, 3.5 star hotel. So America, they try to tell us these things like, oh, there's the factory workers. They're working for like pennies. It only costs pennies to live here. They don't inflate the money like we do back home. So it's easy. It's easy to live here on $9, $12 a day. So what I do is when I find a place that I like, sometimes I buy it, sometimes I rent it. I'll be honest. Most of the time I rent it. So I find a nice place in a nice area, and somebody's making like I said, $12 a day. What I'll do is I'll have you clean 3 of my rooms, and I'll give you $20 for like 4 hours of work. You know what I mean? So I actually have a line of people waiting to not do business, but in the event where I need to replace somebody to clean a house for another Airbnb guest. People have told me that in the past. They said, "Wow, you're taking advantage of people. You're paying them $20 for 4 or 5 hours of work." No, I'm not taking advantage. I'm actually paying. They have to work between 10 and 12 hours here to make 12 American dollars, 300 baht. I'm allowing them to work at one of my or on my condos and clean it up. And it's not even 4 to 5 hours. However quickly you can get the job done, however quickly you can clean the condo and get it ready for the next guest, that's the amount of time it takes. Like I'm not paying them by hourly. I'm just saying, hey, I need this room, and it's not always 4 to 5 rooms. It's Airbnb here. People rent it long. I only rent long term. You gotta have 7 days minimum, and generally I average about 20 days. So like, people aren't cleaning my rooms every day. Yeah, I mean, Thailand's not like other countries. Like you go to Colombia as a woman, you go to Brazil as a woman. You need to be a little bit more careful. I'll be honest with you. It's a little dangerous. But Thailand, if you're staying in one of the major parts, like Phuket, Pattaya, Chiang Mai, Bangkok, if you're staying within the city, not going to one of the rural areas or like the countryside, you'll be fine. Nobody, the worst that'll happen, somebody stole your pickpocket your credit card or stole your phone. That's the worst thing that's gonna happen if you stay within like the city limits. Nobody's gonna be psycho, punch you. There's no fights here. Very rare. Let me catch up to the comments. Yeah, try to tell that to people in my family. There's nothing wrong with having a job. I I will probably have I work. I don't want to say the company I work with, but I'll more than likely have a job again. They pay a lot of money. $35 an hour is a lot of money. There's nothing wrong with having a job, but my thing is take the money that you're working in a job and invest it in yourself. Invest it in yourself. Because a job doesn't belong to you. I don't care if you're in a union. Jobs don't belong to you. I cannot find that video. Right now it's 12:51. 12:51 at night. Damn, I gotta find that video. Man yells at Mayor Adams, New York City. Man calls New York City mayor piece of shit. Yeah, bro, it's nice over here, guys. Would not lie to you. The only thing is, I mean, we don't have free speech either. Seattle's crazy. We don't we don't have free speech either. They say that we do. They say we have the First Amendment, right? But we don't have free speech either. If you say something that they don't want you to say, for instance, here, if I talked about certain subjects, they'd ban me. And I wouldn't be able to use the Constitution to protect and take them to court and say, hey, you violated my First Amendment right. They would say they're a private company and they're allowed to do what they want. Same if you're working a job. If you get on the internet, if you get on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube and you work a job and you say something that's against the status quo, what the media is like pushing on people, again, you could lose your job. We see it all the time, right? A customer comes in a Burger King, they're clearly in the wrong, they come behind the counter, they're cursing a person out, they get into an altercation, and then you see the worker get fired, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. The First Amendment, I mean, we have the illusion of the land of the free, but like I tell people all the time, here, when you buy a house, when you buy a house, if you're a Thai citizen, I believe if you have Thai children or a wife, basically here, when you buy property, you also get the land. And if you buy the land, you never have to pay taxes again in your life. So unless your family, that there are houses here who have been passed down from family to family for over 2,000 years. Because you know how it is back in the States. You might work 30 years to pay off a mortgage, right? You work 30 years to pay off a mortgage, did the whole shebang, got your pension, your 401k, just to get sick. You get sick, you fall into debt, you fall behind on your taxes, you pass away, you live it to your children, and everybody's child doesn't wind up, making the team. Some people have kids that are fuck up, so you pass this along to your kid, whether they don't work, whether they make bad decisions, whether they do drugs and they lose the house that you worked to acquire for 30 years. You paid off the mortgage, everything. The government comes and they take it on a tax lien because you didn't pay taxes, but I thought you own it. You know what I mean? And here, in Asia, it's completely different. Once you buy something, yeah, Corvette girl, once you buy something, it's yours. I go and I buy this Nike hat, and I'm wearing their symbol, but they don't get to tax me every month for it. It's their hat with their symbol, but I bought it, so it now belongs to me. I'm free to do whatever I want with it. If I want to sell it to somebody in the street, oh, it's a cool hat. I don't need anybody's permission. But in America, it's really frustrating that you could work all these years, buy a house, and just lose it in the matter of like 2 to 3 years. You don't pay taxes. Men with guns will come and take that property from you. I would never buy a house unless it's for a business investment. I'd buy like a three, four, five family house or a multi unit, but solely a home only for me to live in. I'm not just gonna keep paying America to live on quote unquote land of the free. Like I'm paying taxes to live on dirt that's supposed to be free. I don't think the earth I don't think the earth had the intention of me paying taxes to live on dirt, you know? So like it really bothers me. It really gets my gears grinding if you know what I mean. Damn man. I cannot find this for the love of me. Should have sent it to myself. And then I watched New York from here, and it's just like things are getting crazy. Look at this MTA guy lays this dude out cold. Now I don't know what he said, but you probably just lost your job. Doesn't matter what he did, what he said. That dude probably just lost his job. Knocked the dude out cold. Just lost your job, buddy, for whatever the hell he said. Dude probably doesn't have a job or anything of his own because the next man says it's not their land, so it's not their problem. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna go where I feel welcome. I'm gonna go where I feel welcome. And right now, America does not seem welcoming for Americans. It's insane to say, but America does not seem welcoming to Americans. It is 1 o'clock on the dot here. How can I find this video? Look, this is what we pay for. I don't know if you guys could see that. The MTA, so the mass transit system in New York, they just raised the fare up a little bit. This lady was pointing out that it was like a 62-minute wait in New York City to get a train ride. I don't know what's going on, guys. I have no idea. We're like in a bad place as a country. Our dollar is falling, inflation is going up. Thankfully, they haven't hit us with another lockdown. But yeah, things don't look positive. Lost your job for 3 seconds. Yeah, man, 3 seconds. But it's thing. I don't blame that guy, cause it's like I'm out here, I'm working, I'm busting my ass, right? I'm coming here, I'm going to work. Who knows what his life is like, right? I'm paying all these bills. I gotta listen to this boss or this supervisor that I can't stand. Who knows? Maybe they forced him to do overtime, right? And then here comes this schmuck, and he's the last. He's the last straw. I met a couple people and they tell me they don't pay for the MTA. They don't pay to get on the train. They refuse to do it. And when I ask them why they do it, what they tell me is basically like, you get on the train, there's somebody smoking K2. There's literally been times I put the video out. There's some guy smoking crack on the train. And I'm gonna pay to get on the train for that. Think about how upset you're gonna be. Think about how angry people are. Their shopping carts. You're more inclined. I paid for this terrible service, so you feel like you gotta speak up. Hey, buddy, don't smoke on the train. It's not okay. Put out the cigarette, or I'm gonna put it out for you. As opposed to, if you don't pay to get on the train, it's like, hey, screw it. I don't give. I know it's trash. I know it's terrible. I'm on here, but at least I didn't pay. Good guy, my guy D, bro. Love you, bro. Hope you guys doing all right out there, bro. They got a bullseye on your backs. I don't want to see you up. What up, Cass? How you doing, Cass? Be safe out there. My boy D, good guy. Cash running New York. Keep running it, baby. Be safe out there. They're not playing. It's getting colder and they're getting colder. But yeah, guys, like, we're in a dark place, not only as a city, but as a country. Like, yeah, bro. Bullseye for sure. That's why I love my small town of 233 real working people. I know if something pops off or two, man, when I watch these like zombie movies, it makes me more and more want to get out of New York. You know what I mean? It's like, at least in a small town, everybody knows each other, right? The sheriff, you guys all eat at the same diner. You guys all have the same. Everybody knows everybody, so there's no sense of a threat, insecurity out here in New York. Not out here in New York, but in New York, you got cops coming from Jersey, from Long Island, from New Rochelle, from White Plains, and it's like they have no stake. They have no skin in the game. So they don't really give a. It's just a job. They come here, they go back to a different place. They have no skin in the game. I always tell people what I like. One thing I do like, when you go to Chinatown in New York, all the cops are like Asian. You know what I mean? For the language barrier purposes. So if there's an issue and a cop needs to be able to talk to somebody, they make sure to put Asian cops in Asian areas so that there's that ability to communicate. If you go in certain parts of Brooklyn and Jewish communities, they got Jewish cops. You got cops who will come up to you, wearing their yarmulke, and they work in that community specifically because they have an understanding of those people. Same with Indians and like certain parts of Queens. They make sure to put people in their community. I don't understand like why. Well, here's what I feel. If it might be a little extreme, but if you have a neighborhood that's 70% Hispanic, the police station in that area, shouldn't it be 70% Hispanic? Isn't that possible? It's possible to do, right? You could put 70% of the officers who work in that area because 70% of the population is Hispanic. Why wouldn't you do that? Doesn't it make more sense? I feel it should be that way. What's wrong with having people who have an understanding of the culture in that area? But I got off topic. That's why I want to move to a small town because everybody has an understanding of each other. Everybody has a good. How you doing? Slip your punches. I told an employee to get off his phone the other day. He told me to mind my business. So I thought about my business and fire him. Exactly. A job a job is a privilege. I allow you to work at my company. That's what I tell people all the time. There's a job, then there's a career, then there's being a business owner, then there's owning your own company. A job is a privilege. When people talk about like unions and all that, it's nice, it's cool, but you don't own a job. It doesn't belong to you. You can't pass it on to your kids. Can't pass it on to your kids. Bro, I'll keep it real good. D, I have no idea how to make mods. I have no idea how to make mods. You would be a mod if I knew how to do it. Hawk fan would be a mod. Tommy V. I have no idea how to make mods. I'll get up with you offline. I'm about to head out right now. I'm about to head out. But tap our names. Got you. Nah, bro, he's in Pattaya. He's in like it's like a beach area. It's like a beach area. He's like 2 hours away from me. It's 2 hours away from me. But I don't have his number because you called us group. But like I said, pass my number along to him. And if he's in Bangkok, I'll get up with him for sure. I'll get up with him for sure. And it's my sweetheart out here. It's my sweetheart out here. She's not into the whole shout out to AWB. Who's that? Yo, D, what you think about what they did to Eli, bro? I saw somebody was with him. Was it you? Was it you that was with Eli? Crazy. They cuffed him. My guy D, bro. People don't know, bro. Me and you go way. We don't even go way back, bro. You family. You fam, bro. You gotta get that passport, bro. I think. Oh, order them while black. I think it'll help get those unlawful signs removed. Yeah, what they got till tomorrow, right? They got till tomorrow to do that. Yeah, man, they did Eli dirty. They were, I guess they were. The one cop was tight that he was standing his ground and recording them. So he cuffed them unlawfully, and I guess to try to make it right, you know, the game the cops play, in order to try to make it right, look right, he hit him with a summons of disorderly conduct. Cops are moving real nasty these days, man. NYPD, you guys are messing up. Literally, really and truly, you guys are messing up. And what happened with you, bro? What happened with you? I saw the cop. They were trying to like have you surrounded, trying to kick you out of 42nd Street. What was going on with that? Yes, I was gonna ask, good guy. Any updates on Eli? Hopefully he's home. Nah, they got until three-panel justice review it in the appellate court. Eli's good. He's home. That's good. It's crazy. Like I'm watching. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I learned from all the auditors. Like when I'm watching an audited video, I'm taking myself out of looking on the screen and I'm thinking exactly what I would do in every situation, right? So like last night, after the dude assaults him, I don't know if it was the same dude. You're not allowed in my ambulance. I'm telling the ambulance driver, listen, I'm not, I don't feel safe. This guy's part of the same gang that just assault. I'm not. He can't come in the ambulance with me. He's not family. There's been times my friends have been in situations, and the ambulance will tell you if you're not family, a wife, or a husband, you're not allowed in the ambulance. That I would not have allowed that. And I get it. Like a lot was going on, but dude, after you assault me, a member of your gang or your crew, you're not coming in the ambulance with me. No way, no how. You want to get your report records? Because that's really what it is. They know they got a lawsuit on their hands. And they're looking and saying, like, hey, send Jimmy with him and find out as much as you can. Because when it comes to medical, what he's in there for is to gather as much information as possible. They're not supposed, the doctors, really the ambulance maybe, but doctors, they're not supposed to share this patient doctor confidentiality. They are HIPAA. We have HIPAA in New York. When I'm coming stateside, I'm coming back in December. I got I got something I gotta handle December 12th. So I'll be back in December, early December. Yeah, man, good guy, bro. My man, good guy, doing the. I keep telling people, bro, when you doing the right thing, it's just gonna come. It's just gonna come. Much respect, my guy. I'm happy for you. You're doing your thing. You doing it the right way. Yeah, bro, get that passport. You want to go to the UK? You know me. You know me, bro. I'm down. It is freezing in here. Alright, guys. I'm going to hop out this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably hop in, tune in to break down the videos of what happened with Eli, what happened with Brooklyn. Get your commentary on that. Have a good night. Have a good day, everybody. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to Japan in September. Yeah, that's usually. I mean, that's usually around the time that I'm in Asia, from September to December. So keep in contact, Brandon. Keep in contact. Maybe I can convince you to come out here to Thailand. Leave the sushi and have some pad see ew or some kapow Thai, kapow Kai. All right, everybody, be good, be safe, take care of yourselves. Happy holidays too. We're in that season. Happy holidays, everybody. Be safe.